We're here. Somewhere.
We're at the expo. We were about to do our experiment, but then Judge Brown showed up. We
Oh.
actually see his face.
Let's
Hey, maybe we can touch it. Try to touch his face.
Don't think you
looks
can
like Teddy
shelter
Roosevelt.
him.
He certainly does.
German Teddy Roosevelt. He's dead.
Emmet's gone. You just missed him.
Young man,
What the hell is that?
Hey, let's go see Frankenstein.
I can smell a dissembler a mile away. Now, are you going to turn him over, or will I have to use force?
Holy shit, he's a Jedi!
Don't use the Force. I was just gonna say the same thing.
You're not going to say anything.
We're not friends.
No, not at all. Nor are we a team, to be clear.
Thanks a lot.
I tried.
Son,
Vaguely.
I order you to come down from there this second. Here.
Okay. Maybe I can hit him with something?
In some ways, a reasonable. Oh, maybe if you give him tickets, he'll be distracted by the exhibits.
Yeah, none of this looks relevant.
What? You don't think a picture of your dad will help?
Read this newspaper.
Maybe not.
Look, I come from the future!
Let's fight.
I want to speak to my son.
He's
Emmet's
dead.
not ready to talk to you directly.
We have assimilated him.
You're his
You'll have to attack his life points indirectly.
Guess so. Yeah.
A phrase that, to my knowledge, is not once spoken in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, despite the fact that they're constantly pointing out when they are attacking directly.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So,
Of what?
if talking won't work, there's always threshing.
Can't this wait?
You two have it out later.
He wants
You
to
mean
settle this with a
after
violence
he's
fight.
gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No!
Alright.
Doesn't he mean 9?
Stay
9.
right there.
I'm not going anywhere.
Why doesn't he just
I'm
go up the
counting
stairs?
to 4.
Are you really gonna stop him?
Emmet.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Alright. What's your plan?
So, what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay, that is a plan.
Good science, good science.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't
true.
listen to me.
It really
Never
bothers me
has.
when games like
I'll be
this
right
say
back.
completely different
You
things
dare to disobey a
What do you mean?
than what, like...
order?
what
Oh,
it
you mean
says.
the voiceover versus the subtitle?
Yeah.
I've noticed that seems to be a particular sticking point
Really
for you. I'm
don't
not
like
sure
it.
why.
Well, because it's like, this is what I think I'm saying, and like, I'm weighing the, like, subtleties of that sentence, and instead he says a completely different sentence. And like, they generally have the same theme, but they often feel different to me.
Well, I mean, you know why that
Oh.
happens, right?
Is
Like, the
client
subtitles are the
prepared to make a
script verbatim,
statement?
Right.
and the voiceover is the artist's reading.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the like, so I say his mind is made up.
Oh,
And
that bothers you?
Sometimes he will say something that's not really his mind is made up, but it's like kind of that. Bothers me.
I mean, it bothers me when they're not on the same theme, but that's just like a whole other issue than it just being different.
Yeah.
Because if it's the same theme, then like, whatever,
If
same
I can
point.
say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
Don't
I
flirt with your son.
Intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Play him hot
He
and cold.
says it's no use talking to you.
Literally just
You
have
never
to like, have
listen?
their conversation.
That only
for
shows
them.
how pig-headed
Yeah.
he is. Of course I listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
I'm counting to 4.
Emmet.
Shit, he's
I'm
counting to
not talking
Funf.
him.
Not Funf.
There's no point.
He promised it.
You heard him. He said he'll listen
right.
to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Yes, shoot him! Shoot your father!
Have a cutscene already.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be
What's
young.
understand?
You don't know what it's
You're a
like to
big
have.
You know what
a
bothers me about this
brain?
scene?
They're talking over each other, so you can't understand what any of them are saying.
If I try really hard, I can understand one at a time. You obviously can't understand both of them.
What bothers you?
Do you remember how we got here? Trixie, as Techni, is all like, alright, it's time for Emmet Brown's experiment. And all like 6 of the people at the exhibit hall come up to watch it happen. And then this shit happens. So like, they're all just like hanging around while they're airing their dirty laundry. Neither one of them considers that that's completely stupid.
Yeah.
Pollyanna.
That and the fact that this is an inordinate waste of time.
Oh, I didn't realize my phone had been ringing that whole time. Ignore me!
It was. I'm wondering if that auto computer sync picked up on the mic. That'll be fun.
What?
I realized at the end of it was like playing out your computer speakers.
Just now?
So yeah.
Oh, the ringing?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah. No. I don't know why we're having this conversation. Do something.
Okay.
Now we're wasting time in the wasting time minigame. We're playing Scheherazade.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already
Maybe we could put it on
inflicted.
Isochron Scepter. No one will understand.
Oh my god. That sounds awful.
It's literally the worst. Scheherazade was one of the first banned cards. I didn't realize.
On the
Yeah.
verge of a breakthrough.
Because it made no fucking sense.
Because it was just insanely bad
so
for
he's
tournament
got a
play.
strong personality.
Try to imagine a tournament with that.
Personality. Lord save us from strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well, that's
I like,
no picnic
I like
either.
the idea.
Important thing is,
I think
fathers
they should
can
have
change.
Florus buzzing tournaments.
Says you.
What will it do?
Just sits around and waits at one table.
Okay, so he's got a strong personality.
Right, he attacked and he
Strong
wasn't blocked.
personality.
Is he gonna
Lord
destroy an
save us from
artifact?
Strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well,
Milk toast?
that's no. Important thing is,
Click the button.
fathers can change.
Yeah.
Says you.
And so none of those exited me from the conversation. Now we go over
Please,
here.
you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to
Stupid.
hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
He's gonna start counting to Funf if you don't do something.
The
Your
future!
Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
A really
All the
terrible
more reason
lot.
why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously
know who you
think
are?
this exhibition is going to be a success?
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, and maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmet entitled to make a few mistakes?
Yeah!
Has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job
Very
as
loving
his
and supportive.
father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
But it's important to him.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmet.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of.
He has that weird power from alphas
It's
where he
just
can
stubborn,
like learn stuff really
willful,
quickly but can't remember
single-minded,
stuff for over 2
incorrigible,
weeks.
And
Is that a
obsessed.
thing?
Yes.
Okay, but if you look at
That's
it from the
very
right
specific.
angle,
It's very
those traits
specific.
are kinda good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake.
Where's he
Those
from?
are traits that lead to trouble.
Geurope.
Get them from his
Yeah.
mother.
Okay. He needs freedom.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when
dumb.
you were a kid, but
Do you
nowadays
not love
you
this
gotta
like
take
meant
chances.
solely to waste your time
What do
minigame?
you
No.
know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak
like-
the language. There's only $2 to your name.
We're not really learning
You
anything.
bet your
Not
socks,
really.
me,
And-
I made out all right.
Like, we're
too.
kind of getting his
How'd your
like the
dad
father's
feel about it
backstory
at
right
the
now,
time?
but it's like not that
Papa?
interesting.
It's also
You
really
stupid
late in the
giant.
game to try and make
Called
him a
me
relevant character.
disobedient
Yeah.
little-
No, I'm totally, like, there's a way they could have done something like this and had it be relevant, but they
But your
really
father
just
didn't
like
approve of you
shoehorn
coming
it
to
in, and they're
America.
like, look, his dad
Well,
should have.
But it's
Papa
also
never
like-
understood the younger
Like I also
generation.
feel as though
He came around a bit in the end, but
there's no
by
actual
then it
gameplay
was
here.
too
I'm literally
late
just
to-
like clicking buttons to continue the game.
Tell him I'll listen to him. I want
mean,
to
like,
listen to him.
If you
If
can
he
like,
wants to talk.
if you have like an inordinate amount of insight into the way like the game designers think, you can like shorten the conversation by picking the right option. But they're all pretty similar for the most part, so it's really hard to pick just the right one.
But it's also just like there's no consequence for picking the wrong one. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's probably some
Just easy to
iteration
get
of this where if you said the
stubbornness
wrong
from
thing, it took
Well,
even
that's
longer.
the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like,
Skip it.
can it be that you and your dad?
No. Next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope.
Yeah.
Pride, okay.
Don't
Dope.
copy that floppy.
And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
No.
I like how he says that as though that's been some, like, major, like, Back to the Future theme, when really, like...
So,
the only reason family's been important is because he keeps fucking with his own ancestors and stopping his own existence.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
And
don't
I'm
forget,
here to
you
say
need to be born.
Any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster.
Speaking of which, it's Panda's birthday
On
today.
being there to
Whose
support
birthday?
him.
Panda? Pandasaurus?
Oh, it is!
Oh,
Happy birthday, Panda. I need
you're
to
gonna
text
change
her
your
and wish her
tune
a
once
happy
you see
birthday.
this baby go
I wrote her a Facebook
See,
message,
the force
including a
field
link
carried by the
to
static
a
accumulator.
list of 20
Marty, give Tootsie the
survival
signal.
tips.
We're ready for liftoff.
Hmm. She could use that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Well-
good.
Alright, we're done
Ladies
fucking
and
around
gentlemen,
now.
Thank you for
Finally.
bearing with us through that unavoidable delay.
Well, that
And
person,
now
like,
the
ceased to
Hill Valley
exist. Did you see
Expo
that?
Yep,
pleased
we don't
as
need them.
punch to present
I don't
Mr.
miss
Emmett
them.
Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Where are those cheering women coming from? They're not there. It's just a bunch of dudes.
It's Artie. It's just Artie. That's what he sounds like.
Look at that! He's flying!
This is plausible.
Yeah.
What time is it again? Oh, 1931? Yeah.
Yeah, they had flying cars then. And crash. Push him!
Solved your problem, Emmet.
Yep. Thought so.
What? I don't know.
Hey! Hey, stop! Get back here!
We still don't have that time machine.
No.
I thought I could change. Things could be different.
We didn't realize that she was inherently a
Get
bitch.
back. Come
Even
on.
though pretty much
Find a
all
way to
signs
stop her.
pointed to that.
Don't come any closer.
Doc,
Go
What?
away!
What?
Well, you fixed it by you got Doc to like perform at the thing and
Right,
be
so
successful,
he's,
and
like,
so
not gonna
you
exist
fucked
anymore.
up the timeline.
Now he's been run over by a car, but still fading?
So apparently you are tangible while
Oh
you're
my
fading
God.
out. We learned a
God.
thing.
Hmm.
say something.
Is that the case, though? Because wasn't Marty having trouble playing the guitar when he was disappearing?
Iridium titan.
He was, but
I'll get help.
it wasn't clearly demonstrated that his hand was like phasing through it. He was just having physical difficulty playing.
Huh?
Right.
You mean?
And I mean, every time we've seen someone fading in this game, and I think also throughout the movies, like, we see them reacting physically as if it's, like, painful
Right.
to them.
Right.
Hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get you to a 1931 hospital, and it's going to cure you of not existing.
I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go.
It doesn't really matter. Moving on.
Doc, come back.
Is no one concerned about the large noises coming from the...
Yeah, everyone's concerned about it, except they're all inside. So they're all, I don't know, running around, having that group girl scream.
Marty,
My hair is
have
sharp.
you been out here the whole time?
Emmet, is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party.
I
I'm
turned
afraid
Super
I'm in
Saiyan.
bed for the next 50
And then we had an orgy. It was a very wild party.
Didn't go back in either. At least not until
Krillin
all the
died.
broken glass is knocked off.
Krillin owned +1.
What was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is going to play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system.
Mm.
I wonder, If we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force, one might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting.
It kind of bothers you that they have him, like, sort of inventing a flying car.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's very clear in the movies that he has nothing to do with that invention.
Yeah.
And you're not discouraged?
Discouraged? By what? You mean what happened in there? Oh, that was a learning experience. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge.
Oh,
Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
Well...
Krillin died! Why does no one care that Krillin died?
Also, that lady still has the time machine.
It's a long story.
Yeah,
Let's just say
it doesn't bother me that, like, it happens, but it sure bothers me how long it takes anyone to give half of a fuck about it. Like, we already know how cray-cray she is. There's really no reason to, like, not instantly panic.
Nobody here knew him. He was a complete stranger to this world.
I know the feeling. Sounds like a man after my own heart. Then it is someone I know.
That ha had a weird sound presence.
It's got nothing to
it's
do
like
with
too
you.
strong.
Yeah, he was like way too close to the mic when he did it or something.
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know.
He's Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan. Is that not clear?
Something to do with me.
Please, Emmet, don't ask any.
What's this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Makes him think it's an explanation.
Yeah, why not? Tell him.
Okay, here goes.
And run over.
Edna killed them both that day and created a huge fucking time paradox.
What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me, don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmet!
Just promise.
Emmet! Where are you, my son?
I'll be right
Where
there.
are you?
Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just so you promise.
It would cause bad things to, spoiler alert.
Time travel and shit. It
Wait,
really feels like the game's wrapping
I
up, but
will
we
see you
don't have a
again,
time
right?
machine.
Why
Guarantee
would
it.
we need that?
To go back to the future. It's what the game is called, Vasco. We have to do it. It's the command that the game is...
It's the one thing I know is going to happen at some point. Like a time machine.
Where did that come from? Einstein's driving it.
I'm really confused about causality now.
I'm a dog.
It worked.
What do you mean it worked? Oh, he bumped his head. What?
Several times.
What? What did he do? What? What worked? I'm confused.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can
Oh, I
play
see.
tricks on a person.
You told
I
him to
remember
look
you
at the
being much
thing.
taller.
Yeah.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
So many things.
like all of the things. I'm doing all of the things here.
I came to stop you from marrying Edna.
Edna Strickland? I could never marry her. I mean, she was my first love, but after she broke my heart and tried to sabotage my career, I never saw her again.
It's because she got on the time machine and drove away.
Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
Oh god, who's that?
Where is he? Where's that no-good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name.
Her grandpa?
You see my Artie anywhere? Artie McFly? That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Oh.
Figured it out?
Hitched? Married.
Uh-oh.
Now she's an American citizen, kind of. Loophole.
So
Oh.
that's how she got her job back.
That means you... Yeah.
Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean,
He married the wrong
She's
grandma.
not my grandma. I'm not me.
That sounds like a
Wait,
terrible
that was great Grandpa
50s like
I met him
horror
when he was
movie.
a baby.
He married the wrong grandma.
Holy crap, Doc! I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now.
He's-
Whatever the problem is,
I
I'm
feel like
sure
he
we'll
has
undo
too
it.
much
But
knowledge at this point,
Car.
because presumably this would be pretty early in his own
Great.
timeline.
Who?
Doc,
How the hell did she
yeah.
get
compared to
back
all the
here?
time travel shit.
Yeah, right.
She.
You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No,
Yes.
it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh,
You like
sure
nuts,
it
don't ya?
is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Probably.
This exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well,
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
That's
Someone's
what
paying
I thought.
attention.
It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
His
Great
eyebrows.
Scott!
Go, they're everywhere.
Don't look now, Tech. They're right behind you.
What date she might have jumped to?
Eyebrows.
none at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time
Right.
circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's
Dinosaurs.
just hope
Oh
she
my god,
jumped into
please,
the
dinosaurs.
future, the far future. If she's jumped into the past,
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute.
No.
This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
She couldn't have messed it up that
Guys,
much because,
Mind
like,
telling me what the hell
you don't have a whole nother chapter to do here, so. What?
Uh-oh.
Oh. Uh-oh. That's bad.
She did some stuff.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Well, there you go. That's the end of Hill Valley. I mean,
Game over.
pretty much never existed,
Just
so,
leave Hill Valley?
no, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
oh snap!
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Well,
Luckily
there's great-grandpa.
yeah, luckily our great-grandpa's still here.
Well, now you two look mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's a spell.
Get it?
Yeah, don't mind.
What the hell's that?
Maybe you can help us.
That
Did you just
Canadian.
marry a Canadian saloon singer named Trixie? Artie? Pshaw, that boy ain't got nerve to ask a girl to the church social. You acquainted with him? Only slightly.
We're
Wait, shouldn't you
just
not
passing
exist if that's the
through.
case?
We hope.
Tell us.
Well,
We're looking for Hill Valley. Well, which is it, a hill or a valley? No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
you
Hill
can see how
Valley,
that's
a town?
confusing, right?
Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
Don't click. You gotta go next time.
Next time! I like Doc's tie.
I wish it was actually
guy?
two smaller individual ties, though. Don't you?
Mock Fry! Sunset.
Beware of cat! Like your feet! All the signs have so many exclamation points. I like that she picked up on their weird naming scheme somehow.
Wow, look at the DeLorean.
Yeah, it's seen better days. But at least we don't have to worry about someone using it at this point.
Yeah.